We're on Extra Time with Ale, Shaka and Nedum, and we have our own questions here tonight, don't we?
Yes. I want to ask Nedum, why has he been so mean to us over the last couple of weeks? Is it because, since he's become a Netflix superstar, he's changed? Is that what's happening? I think Nedum has changed and then has taken it out on us. Apparently, I'm just saying.
Well, since you've mentioned it, yeah, I guess that's what it is. Yeah, to be honest, it's a big surprise. I've still got the same number, same email. But yeah, I'll come round eventually. When I'm desperate for the work, you'll see me start to smile again. I'm sorry. I apologise.
When the royalties stop rolling in?
Yeah.
Second question. Tell us more about the matchmaking of Vincent Kompany and his wife.
Yeah, so this is the year before he came to Man City. I was actually in Germany with one of our mutual friends watching him play for Hamburg at the time. I think he was wearing number 10, by the way. He was an attacking midfielder. But that day, we spent probably 3-4 days together. And then when he was coming over to England, I was showing him around the city and so on. I said, you might like my friend as well, a good friend of mine, Carla. And from then they met up, got married. I think they've had 3 kids, and yeah, so happily ever after. So clearly I'm the most important person in his life, who would have thought?
Oh, man.
There you go. What have you done for Vincent Kompany lately?
Well,
none of that. I'll say that much.
I introduced everybody to any problems.
Hey, if I had known Carla, I would have introduced Carla to Vincent as well. You know, here you go, Vinny.
But you don't get to call him Vinny.
I don't get to call him Vinny, no.
To be fair,
Mr. Kompany.
I'm not sure I'll take a matchmaking recommendation from you, Ali.
Okay, why is that, Shaq?
I don't know. I'm just not sure you're the matchmaking type.
Well, hold on. I would say, to be fair, you know I can be very difficult at times.
Yeah, that's it. You know?
Well, if indeed a lady that you're looking for, Shaq, goes through a process in which she gets the thumbs up for me, that's a good thing.
If she gets a thumbs up from you, I'm a little bit worried because you're so.
No, she's the right lady for you, Shaq.
Well,
just saying.
Anyway, thankfully, this is hypothetical. This is all a hypothetical. Oh boy, but I'm not sure.
No.
You know what? I don't appreciate that at all, Shaq. I'm a good judge of character.
All right. Well.
I will not let that lady take advantage of you, Shaq.
That's the next question.
Yeah, we will. All
right. Maybe she pays your credit card then. Who knows?
Maybe she's the one who maxed it out. Okay.
Wow.
Do you think Rashford will be motivated to put up a good performance in the FA Cup final because of being left off the England squad for Euro 2024? This is what Ten Hag has said.
No, I don't think the Euros thing is going to affect his game this weekend, because I think more importantly, it's just a cup fight. It's a cup final against Man City. And in fairness, given the way the current vibes are, is he definitely going to start? We don't know that. But I think that him being left out of the squad, he probably sensed it was coming. I think Southgate's somebody that wouldn't necessarily spring a surprise either. I think they would have been talking about it for the past few months, and now it's just officially out. And no doubt Rashford is going to try and win the game on Saturday and then just go and enjoy his summer, have a break, which is something he's probably not properly had for a long time.
Okay. The next question actually comes from your interior decorator, Nedum.
Oh, yes.
They say,
monochromatic.
For my client, do you suspect a bigger name from City will move on this summer, such as Grealish or Silva?
Oof. So the Bernardo Silva one exists every summer. He's going to Barcelona, he's going to Barcelona, he's going to Barcelona. Well, I wouldn't be as surprised this year, and I've heard the stories about Grealish potentially going somewhere as well. I think it'd be a shame if they let either of those two go, but I'm getting that sort of vibe. And to be honest, I feel like the next year to 18 months, it's going to be a big transition for the team, because when you look at like Guardiola, it seems like he's also quite content with the work that he's done. And obviously he might want to keep pushing, but as I say, I can see some change going on now, especially given how successful they have been in the last few years and how that sense of satisfaction and almost like a job done exists within some people in there. So yeah, I think it could be happening.
For Ale, with Kroos' retirement from Real Madrid, how do you see the midfield changing? Will Jude play deep and will Gula play a bigger role?
I don't think that Toni Kroos moving on and retiring affects the status of Arda Güler in this team. He plays much further ahead, and I don't believe that he would be anywhere near the rotation in terms of what happens in the midfield. As to what the role of Jude Bellingham would be, honestly, I still think he plays in an advanced position. What they do with that, with who's going to be the distributor or the player that dictates the tempo of the game, that's going to be the bigger question, because while Camavinga has a lot of athleticism to his game, I don't know that he's a tempo setter per se, or a distributor of play. I think he's a guy that likes to get out and run with the ball as well and get involved in the attack. So maybe Tchouaméni would seem to be the more natural fit for that position, but he would play the position a lot differently than Toni Kroos. There's more athleticism from Tchouaméni. There's also a guy that has a shot from distance that will join in the attack every so often, but it's less disciplined in terms of the quality of his possession. So that has to improve for Tchouaméni in order to be able to play that role in the way that Toni Kroos was playing it.
Nedum, can you speak on Eze's talent and his chance to make an impact on the England squad?
Yeah, he's supremely talented. I think from when he came to QPR, when I was captain there, you could see his ability straight away. He's got like a real street football type swagger to him, cage football type swagger. And I think in time, he's learned more and more about sort of the elements of being a good professional and elements of like the tactical side of football as such. But, you know, he glides on the football pitch. I think his ability to go past people, his reading of the game, somebody's finishing is top draw. If he makes the squad for the summer, I really hope he gets the chance to play, because I don't think he'll be overawed by any occasion. And I think in terms of matchups and people trying to defend him, like, you know, he can go past absolutely anybody, and he's so chilled, so relaxed as well, but loves his football. So his talent, I saw it from way back then. I just hope they'd get the opportunity to do it, and thankfully for him, he managed to escape QPR a bit sooner than I did. So yeah, he went to Palace, and now he's a big star for England, and yeah, I think the future is very, very bright for the boy.
Did you know?
That Nedum taught Eze everything he knows?
Yeah, and that
I didn't know that before.
That Nedum was captain, because apparently that had some bearing in the answer. But the good thing is
was able to direct young Eze accordingly.
Well, absolutely. I think the leadership role of Nedum made a difference.
Without me, he's nothing.
Yeah.
Without me, he's nothing. When he scores the winner for England in the summer, he'll say a few words. He'll say a few words, and he'll thank me for coaching him up as a young player when he's at QPR. Without me, Eberechi Eze is nothing. Tell him.
And
the old Emmy speech, I'd like to thank Nedum and Noah. Neds.
Yeah.
He'll be calling Ez.
Matchmaker, decorator. Supreme.
Yeah, Netflix superstar.
Netflix, yeah.
I wanted you to continue with a rap then. You had it rhyming, and I was waiting for a third one.
Oh, no. Well, okay.
Nothing came of it.
Really,
all right. All right. Shaka, the EPL has just finished, and Newcastle and Spurs are already playing friendlies. Too soon?
Yeah. But I would think so. But then, given how the league has gone, or given how football has gone, you've got to make money somehow. And if it's a post-season friendly, so be it. You have to put your holidays off a week or whatever it is, so be it. But that's kind of just how the game is today.
Nedum, who do you think will return to the Premier League first, QPR or Sunderland?
Mm-hmm. Is this? Oh, wowzers. Based on current vibes, I'd say QPR. I think in Cifuentes, they've got a manager who had them playing pretty good football at the end of last season, whereas Sunderland feel like a team or a club that's like in a mini crisis. So I think it's probably going to be QPR, but I don't know how old I will be when that happens. But the belief for now is that they are heading in the right direction, yeah.
I think we're both behind that, aren't we, Shaka? QPR.
Yeah, I have no problem with that answer whatsoever.
Me neither.
No.
Shaka, this isn't nice. Shaka, how often do you think of Gerrard's goal against you in the 06 FA Cup final?
Last time I thought about that was like 2 weeks ago. I've put it behind me now. I'm all right.
And what brought it up? Question here?
Yeah.
Oh. We don't want to point fingers, but
I'm not calling any names.
So it was K.
I didn't say anything.
No, I'm not surprised.
Somehow it always comes up, FA Cup final time.
Craig Burley's Blazer wanted to know, but Nedum, I think you've got something to say about this.
Yeah, I do actually, because that's one of my favourite goals as well. And the reason for it was I was at that final watching with my mom. And obviously it's West Ham, it's Liverpool. And my train back was so quiet because we left a bit earlier. And if he hadn't scored that goal, I would have been on the busiest train with so many disappointed Scousers. But instead, it was glorious, Shaka. So thank you for letting him score from a mile out. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
You know, as he was hitting that, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking about Nedum's train. I wonder what the trains are going to be like.
You weren't getting to the ball.
Yeah. I was thinking about joining you on that train. Maybe I could just catch the early train back. Oh, God.
You're almost there, Shaq.
No other way home but a taxi that night, Shaka.
Yeah, it was a long old drive back from Wales as well. Goodness me. Oh, God.
Oh, well. Well, that'll do it for the latest edition of Extra Time. Thank you so much for sending in your questions.
Thank you, Nedum, for being part of our lives.